we are leaving that in the rear view mirror, so that 500. Right. Okay. Master key. Forwards. So any lights, so marker lights on. Give us the right headlights. Nope. That's better. Right. Resub money getting donated a little bit. That's a lot harder to manage, so I'm not unsure I'll be able to do that practically. Bits, donations, and so forth will definitely, because I get a specific total for those ones, but I don't really for the others, so. So I'm looking at the manual, and this is... cold start. Are the doors open, Ed? No, not that I'm aware of. Oh, my reverse needs to be in neutral. Better. Francois, from me to you for a great cause. Thank you very much, Francois. That puts us at 596. It's a pantograph up. Oh wow. It is charging slowly, look. We'll speed up by using the compressor speed up switch. Let's do that, shall we? I don't think it can open the doors without any air in the system, BMJ. I have pressed the T key on a number of occasions. Now the doors will open. That's cool, I've not had to do a cold start on one of these before. Shortest freight train ever. What's going on down here? Pacer hype. Clearly not. Something not right over here, isn't there? What did you hit with that spanner? Seriously. Didn't need it. Just leave it alone. Air brakes are coming, brake pipes coming up. Simply, do I still play scenarios that use the old 150 from Steam? Yeah, if there's scenarios that come up, I'll quite happily run them. Aviva is actually run by a German company now. It's part of Deutsche Bahn. Right, Cardiff Bay, swap cabs. Next up, Cardiff Bay. Swap cabs to Cardiff Bay. Need 7.5 bar in the main res, so let's just wait for that to finish. Blessed, is there transport scenarios? I think there's at least one. 7 bar. That'll do. No TPTS. Okay, why weren't the brakes released? Ah, okay. Didn't realise that. Yeah, that's what I just realised. I wonder whether it was the compressor speed up that was causing it. Dead silent in the cab. I suppose everyone isn't raging. Right, speed up to 25, then we'll speed up to 30. What causes the audio bug where the levels sound like you should be outside? It's because Unreal doesn't really understand the concept of inside versus outside, so it's been added to the game engine, and it's not perfect. It's complex, but it's related to something to do with how the sound volume that tells our code whether you're inside or outside moves in a different time step to the position of the player camera or something, and sometimes they get out of step, and so it thinks the camera's no longer in the volume or something like that. I might be talking rubbish here. It wouldn't be the first time. Robert Powell, thank you very much indeed for the donation. Good morning. What a great charity to be raising money for. Thank you very much indeed, Robert. How's your scenario coming, Rob? We have a Rob Powell extravaganza tomorrow. We always know that when Rob makes a scenario, he makes that scenario. Right, let's shut down. Wackaday, thank you very much for the resub, 21 months. Good morning. Good morning to you, sir. Carl Leonard, the restriction is what I use is it's on Steam or not whether it's third party. I use third party all the time. Big supporter of third party developers. But it's got to be on Steam is the limitation. Next up, Cardiff Queen Street. No, I don't. Bless. Cameron might have by now, but I don't. I bought Cameron a few things, and he buys them himself now when he wants them. And I don't lose sound packs, no, because I want people. I think it'd be unfair for people to listen to this, watch the stream, hear the sounds, go and buy something, and then find it doesn't sound the same, and they have to spend more money to make it sound like I had it. So, this is what's on Steam. For better or worse. Blessed, no, I don't have the 142 Pacer. I had it on here briefly for a bit while I was doing some work for somebody. But no, I don't personally have it. Right, slow down to 15 for Cardiff Queen Street. I don't know what that thing was getting all up itself about. tomorrow, I think we've also got Danny Leach has updated the infamous milk float scenario, so we're going to get some milk float action going in tomorrow. Technically made from scratch. There you go. Even better. Rob Jansen, morning on the first day of the weekend charity stream, 19 months, and good luck this weekend. Thank you very much indeed, Rob Jansen. Right, I think we're going back the other way again now. Into Cardiff Central. Yeah. Change ends again. That's all done. We're ready to go again this way now. You missed the nice warm weather, P-Bask. It's interesting you should say that. Just yesterday, I was thinking, you know what? I'm done with this hot weather. It's doing my head in. And just this morning, I was thinking, oh, I miss the hot weather. Tell you what, most of us don't know what we really want, do we? Malt Junction, being away for your cooked breakfast at the local cafe, fueled up and ready to go. Nice. You got to 38.39 there. I think we got to 33 or 34 or something like that. Oh yeah, red light, WRA. Good call there, BMJ. So what are we at? £621.92. They were talking about it possibly getting up to that sort of number in the southeast, around this sort of way and Suffolk way, BRCW, but I don't think it did. I think it got to like probably 34 or so. I think down in Kent here it probably hit 32 or 33. But Bone, am I going to try No Man's Sky? So I have streamed No Man's Sky before, and I briefly had a look at No Man's Sky next, but I think I need to start another game to actually feel the benefit of it, because I just got completely... I don't think my save has resumed in a sensible way with No Man's Sky next, because I can't go anywhere. There's nothing in the planet where I'm at, so I'm kind of stuck on a dead end. On the bright side, we can say we had summer in 2018. Totally agree. It's Ed's, folks. We definitely had summer. You're now free to depart for Cardiff Central. We have a yellow light. DRA off. Suspect you have a lot more summer to come. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. And you know what? It's going to feel a little bit cold. Having had sort of a few days at 30 degrees, it's going to take, 24 is going to feel a bit on the cool side, I think, to start off with, but 24 is fantastic. I had to be reminded to set the reminder appliance. Yeah, I know. Welcome back, Chris. Oh, no, let's not accelerate. We're going to be slowing down in a minute anyway. Hey, white meat. I know one of my times I visited, I was in Sydney for a while. Temperatures were just spectacular out there. But then pretty much everywhere also had air conditioning as well. So it was really nice because you could get out of the heat, and it was nice to go into the heat and a break to come out of it as well. I took the air conditioner that I was using in here, took it inside and set it up in the living room so that everybody else could benefit from actually being a little cooler, because the girls were feeling a bit ill actually in the heat. So I set it up in there, and I think in all the time that I've owned the air conditioner, which is many years now, I think I've had to empty the water thing at the bottom a couple of times, and I think I emptied it 3 times yesterday. It was just so humid. It was taking no time before before it was filling up. I went to New Zealand once. I went to north of the Southern Island. Can't remember the name of the place now. It's got the capital or something daft. Wellington, I think it was. I think it was Wellington. The Windy City, I think someone said it was called. Now, it wasn't Auckland, that's North Island. We went there to go and see Bank of New Zealand. While we were there, I took the opportunity to go and have a ride on the funicular, I think it is. That was good. So, where we go now? Pontyclun, crikey. So we're carrying on this direction. Excellent. Did I bungee jump? No. The cable car, yeah, I think that was it, Trunkles, yeah. It's really amusing because the train goes up at an angle like this and the coach seats are up down straight, and it's like the car has got stairs. It's just like a moving stairway rather than like a car on an angle. BMJ 1080 and TSW at 4K with all settings max means it's running at 100%. Nice. Razorback, fairly chilly where you are in the UK this morning. Warming up a bit now, but it's been so hot. This fire's broken out in Oglethorpe, just 5 miles. Oh wow! Time for a coffee Tasman. No, I put the Tasman machine on the floor. My goal is to drink water today and not drink lots of tea and coffee. We're at £621.92p, folks. Don't forget to keep those donations coming in. My Shining Star is a fantastic charity. Basically, what they do is they help families that have children with cancer, and they help them with advice, with grants, and so forth. We want Iron Brew. So yeah, they're a fantastic charity. I love what they do. It makes a real difference to people here and now. Rights, you know, that are actually trying to deal with it. Because I think it's all eyes on the children suffering from cancer, but actually the entire family bears a weight, not just because they've got obviously children suffering, which is a huge thing, but because of the financial impact for it, the fact that people have to necessarily stop work to support them. So this charity helps deal with some of that pressure. Mole Junction, what happened with Auntie End? Is she on the mend? She certainly is, Mole Junction, back at home. She was discharged from the hospital, so they flew her back here, or she flew back here, then straight into the hospital. The surgeon then cleared her. She came home, and she's basically on 8 weeks of don't do anything too strenuous, and she's just about, I think she's 3/4 of the way through that. So yes, but she's much happier now. Thank you very much. A little bit down, I think, just purely because she's the kind of person that wants to be up and about, active. You can imagine we all get it like that. Start a little bit after a little bit of rest, it starts getting to be, yeah, but I'd like to do some stuff now. But welcome aboard the 1603 Cardiff Central to Bridgend, stopping service via Miskin. Next stop is Pontyclun. Turn DRI off. Just for the giggles. Buy her a copy of TS. Oh, I'm sure she'd love that. How long is this scenario? This is a 75-minute scenario for a 7.2. Yeah, we'll slip. Oh, nicely done. Shot to the 30. Just got a yellow light. You would have had the sequel to your Class 20, but you weren't able to get it ready in time. No problem, Chris. Let's play it on a normal stream, or it's not that long now till November for the next charity stream. So. So this scenario is by Whitemead, Rob Powell. How do you mean, lights, Eds? Oh, it's got white lights on the back. Whoops. Oh, I see. We're converging behind the HST. I just noticed the number had gone up and I couldn't see why. There we go. Julian Hitchler, thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. Euro City Boy. There you go. Thank you very much. Chris, this is the AP Arriva 150. Actually, I've got no idea what's happening in terms of TS1 these days. Best off getting that kind of answer from the official channels. It's fantastic, isn't it, Whitemead? It really is. I mean, the UV one, to be fair, was always a strong model. Right, speeding up now. So, the next signal screen. I don't trust that not to be the right signal on the right hand side. No, that is my signal. Good. Yeah, I've just started using Streamlabs for Just Giving, and it seems to be reporting the name. There's a bit of inconsistency about what's coming out on the API via Just Giving, to be honest. Coming up to the speed limit, 8 miles to Pontyclun. Thank you very much for the donation. Very much appreciated. 664. Ever closer to that 1,000. Yeah, I'm completely confused by why Streamlabs is coming up with that one as an anonymous one, but then the API that I use to pull down the data for the total and the list on the left there doesn't. So clearly doing different things. I have to get in touch with Streamlabs after the charity stream and see if I can work out what they're doing and try and at least get my stuff in sync with theirs so they're showing the same information. Hey, Dampha. Or just get them to provide all the information I need and stop using my bot entirely. That would be even better. Still got greens. White meat cold start went alright once I realised that I had to do the cold start, what that meant, and then found out in the manual how you do it. We've already had one fail. It's at the beginning of the stream. I was driving the PR642 and because it's one of the Roslow ones where it opens the door based on the switch, not on the T key, but you still have to press the T key. So what happened, I think, is I must have accidentally hit the T key at the wrong point in time. So internally the game thought the doors were open, but even though visually they weren't open and they were locked according to the cab, as soon as I pulled away, the game banged out with a you move with the doors open. So which is frustrating because I checked before I moved to see if the doors were opened, but obviously they're not linked to what the game is doing, and there's nothing that tells you why they are open otherwise. So never mind. I was really enjoying it though. It was working quite well. Oh, Ed, Rob, evil. Hashtag evil Rob. Thank you for that donation, Rob. Puts us up to £666. Right, yellow. It's the home into Pontyclun, I guess. Oh, Rob. I'm getting confused. I'm thinking, is it just doing the same... No, it's just re-echo. This is the Streamlabs thing, just re-echoing the same ones, isn't it? Oh, is it because you're changing the name on them, Rob? It's re-announcing them. I'm getting confused now. Yeah, but it wasn't a separate donation. It was just a re-announce of the existing one, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rob. Quarter of a mile, Pontyclun. Good, we've got double yellow. Okay, into Pontyclun. Wheel slip hype. Oh, never mind. Literally like a centimetre, and then otherwise I could have reversed. Never mind. That wasn't a Nebworth. Crikey. Do you guys not remember what a Nebworth is? No, a Nebworth is flying through a station without any hope of possibly stopping for it. Stopping just out the other side wasn't a Nebworth. That's just missing a station, carelessly. Ed's just changed his as well. Oh dear, I'm getting confused. Oh, I know exactly what a Nebworth is, Moggy. It's everybody else that doesn't. Be a load of grumpy passengers now. We're in Wales, so. Moderators say it was a Nebworth. Moderators say, oh, fair enough, fine, it was a Nebworth then. Glenharron is next. That was full of English, that'd be even worse, wouldn't it? How do you mean a simultaneous scenario, Chris? Hey, 5029, how you doing? Antonis, you can just use the Just Giving link. That works perfectly fine from anywhere in the world. Running the same one on different machines. Oh, okay. Yeah, could do. That'd be a bit more difficult to stream, though. But so yeah, we'll have one of them running a scenario first, then the second one will run the same scenario after them, and then we'll work out who the winner is, and the winner will run another scenario that Whitemead's making. How's that going, by the way, Whitemead? Nice one, Whitemead. Yeah, remember, keep it simple. Girls don't play train sim very often, so. But they've already proved they're pretty adept at it. A bit later on, Cameron, if he gets out of bed, will come and run a scenario as well. He is going to be running Sync's scenario, I think. Yeah, North London line, around 6:45. Am I allowed lunch today? Well, what I'll do is I'll have a quick break and grab some sandwiches or something, and then come back out and carry on while I munch. Jono, have I played Transport Fever before? Quite a lot, actually. Cameron's probably out of bed, Eds, but what he does is he sort of gets out of bed, gets down his ladder, sits down on the computer underneath, and then that's it. You don't see him until he wants food. Wake up, PC, sit down, go to bed. Rob, got to add some extra scripting, extra pop-up and retest. And everything's running smoothly, happy with the result. Excellent, I'm looking forward to running it, Rob. Couldn't possibly imagine why this is a long wait. Not at all. Phil Tear, wow, thank you very much indeed. He says good luck, Matt. Big round of GGs for Phil. We don't hear much from Phil these days because of life and work and stuff, but very, very much appreciated, Phil. What does that put us up to now? 791. So much closer now. Oh yeah. Well, I didn't do it right. That's it. We are good to go. We are good to go. 589. What route is this? Which variation is it? This is the one to Swansea. So this is the Bristol to Swansea. Full throttle. Penketh. Start braking in a minute. No, you haven't seen. No, that's tomorrow, Eds. Probably should have tooted the horn at that lot. Danderman, remember me talking about in a clip with Alexa? Talking about what? Sorry, I don't understand the question. Oh dear. Oh dear. XN, thank you very much for the resub, 21 months. Has it really been that long? Yeah, really. Stop! It's gonna be another just miss. Boom, there we go. Oh dear. Oh man, it takes some getting used to with the braking on this thing. Well, someone was saying the fail counter wasn't going up fast enough, so I thought I'd help out. Never mind. Imagine this bit worse than an unfitted train. Oh, I'm sure I'll be fine, Ed. I am Ancom. This donation's the first you've ever made for a stream. Keep up the good work and have fun with the scenarios ahead. I will do indeed. Thank you, I am Ancom. And thank you for the donation. $798, so we're just a shade over £200 to the first 1,000. Doing really well so far, folks. Stephen Wiley, thank you very much. That should push us over. Oh, that puts us to 798. So now we've got £2, or £1 and some bits. Try a pacer on wet rails. Do I have to? I know, I saw 502 and I'm still deciding what the suitable punishment should be. No, now things are going off and on, and what I really don't need right now is you blocking my view. Here, look at the camera. No. Oh, a pacer in BR green with whiskers. That would be very interesting. And live, what's on my shirt? It's my Iron Brew shirt. Apparently it's back to front. You need a kitty cam, but you need a person dedicated to just pointing the camera at it, because the cat won't sit still. So you keep getting down. Chris, thank you very much. And that puts us over the 800 mark. Looks like a mobile donation's come in. Hopefully that'll update shortly with details of who it is. But thank you very much in advance. Apparently it's 98F, F5, F37, C310, C2... No, okay. GG Streamlabs. I can hold the webcam. I'm not doing a lot of eczema bone. Of course, the cat's messed about, but just my track out. Dave, does all these bits and going to football count as doing bit for charity? The bits definitely count. Whether you go to football is up to you, Dave. Thank you for the bits. Yep, the bits will be donated to the charity. At the end of the stream, I'll add them all up and do a donation from my account to match the amount. Why don't you go upstairs and harass Cameron? 12 to 12:30, pet the kitty. Yes. Is Lady going to play a scenario? No, I don't want her showing me up. It's bad enough that the girls show me up. Should be going to Catford, yeah. Am I allergic to cats? If I nuzzle my nose in, then I'll be sneezing and uncomfortable for a bit, but otherwise no, this should be fine. Do a giveaway next, I think. Hey Bergen Boy, how you doing? CG Live, thank you very much for the donation. We're almost up to 810, so we're less than 200 now to get to the first 1,000. Look at this soft thing. This train now needs to be shunted at bridge end platform 2. Alright. The driver's got a cat, so. Cat's the train's just gonna have to wait for a minute. For the dopey cat. Are you gonna go away now? No, not on there. Down there. No, stop tangling yourself up in the wires. No. Thank you. How old is she? 3 or 4, something like that. Chris, yeah, donations are doing very well indeed. It's awesome as always. Right. Where am I going? Set the back up. I thought we were stopping here. You're getting 34 degrees over the Burgoon. Yeah, we had that sort of number yesterday. But we had rain last night, so it's cooled right off. If I turn the DRA off, we'll probably have more success. Imagine that. P-Bus can listen to a bit of Oxygen. Which one though? Which album? First album or the second album? I like them both. There's no wrong answer to this question. I went to see 7 to 13, the second album, when it was launched in Wembley Arena at the concert. I love the contrast because in Oxygen 7 to 13 he uses a contrast of modern and classic instruments right back to a theremin. But you can't beat a bit of Oxygen 4. Oxygen 4 is just classic, Jean-Michel Jarre. Moggy, you're going to listen to a bit of Alvin and the Chipmunks. Are you basically saying you're going to sit there and do a bit of singing yourself? Swap cabs, and when you have white lights on the ground signal, you're free to depart. We've got all the buttons pressed, we've got white lights to wait for. If I knew how to set the blind, I would. How do I set the blind? F7 and F8. Still waiting for yonder whites. When did Oxygen? Oh, Original Oxygen was one of his earlier albums. It's quite old, P-Bask, and that was why when he did For 7 to 13, which came out, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, he probably more than that now. He wanted to make it a mix of the instruments and styles from the original Oxygen, plus a representation of the same things using modern instruments. The Shark bowled over by TSW on PS4. Excellent. That's really good to hear. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I can't see the point in the GSMR. It doesn't do anything useful. There's no system for it to talk to. Hey Sinks, how's it going? How much memory am I using currently? 2.2 gig. What have we done so far? We did Hamburg S1 S-Bahn, we did Riviera 1950s with diesels, we've done, and this is Cardiff Stopper with a 150/2. Nicely done. This train will now form a service back to Cardiff Central. For you, however, the shift is now complete. Another driver will take it over from here. Time for a well-earned gupper. That's fantastic. That was absolutely brilliant scenario. White meat. That's Cardiff Stopper V2. Right, I think before we start the next scenario,